Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. It's David Schlotthauer here in the home weather office with another detailed U.S. weather forecast for Thursday, November the 2nd, 2023. In today's update, we have a big warm-up that is going to be impacting the Midwest, with more significant heavy rainfall and flood concerns for the Pacific Northwest as rounds of atmospheric rivers reach the region. Before I do get started, if you want to participate and follow my Sacramento Weather Center Facebook page, please click the link below this video to join today. It is 100% free. There is no cost whatsoever. I do weather forecasts all the way across the Sacramento region, from Redding, Point South, all the way to Turlock, including for South Lake Tahoe. So if you're a local in my neck of the woods, you can get my daily updates on what's going on with California's wild weather pattern that we're anticipating for this weekend and early next week. Follow today. Looking at the current satellite imagery, looking at the current weather conditions happening right now across the United States, because yeah, there is some wild weather that is going to be impacting the Pacific Northwest, but not for much of the Midwest. We're looking at some dry conditions as we have a strong surface high pressure system that is right over the Midwest. You can see it right here. You can see flow coming in out of the north here, out of the east in the Gulf of Mexico, so bringing some dry conditions, but it's been really cold with freeze warnings the last couple of days. We're probably going to see more freeze warnings, especially down here across the southeast. Back across the west, there are several atmospheric rivers that are going to be aiming towards Northern California, Oregon, and Washington. We're anticipating to see quite a bit of heavy rainfall, flooding, strong winds that could bring down trees and power lines. And the first system is already setting up shop right here. This is on its way all the way to the Pacific Northwest, where it's going to deliver a hefty amount of rainfall. So what does the Euro have to show as far as precipitation-wise for the next 7 days across the United States? So looking at the forecast for November 2nd, which is today, we have dry conditions across much of the Midwest like we talked about, but there is this atmospheric river impacting Northern California into Oregon and Washington, which is bringing quite a bit of rainfall and some strong wind. The active weather pattern will continue across the Pacific Northwest through the weekend. So if you have any outdoor activities, if you're going barbecuing, if you're going to a party, just keep that in mind. We're going to see quite a bit of rainfall for those mountainous areas such as the Cascades, even into northernmost California. And if you're in Idaho and Montana, yeah, you're going to get some high elevation snow, but the rain is also going to be pretty intense at times. Now, if you are in British Columbia and Alberta, Canada, you're expecting to see maybe more snowfall. By early next week on the 6th and the 7th of November, which is a Monday and Tuesday, make sure you do fall your clocks back, fall back 1 hour. You get 1 extra hour of sleep, but that means the models might be a little bit more confused. Well, they'll render a little earlier by 1 hour, but you can see here showers and snow for the Intermountain West, including for the Pacific Northwest. Another storm there that the Euro is indicating. And then that same storm that we are seeing this weekend is going to be over here across the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes region, including for the Northeast. The pattern continues to be somewhat active as we go into the middle to the end of next week. So by November the 9th, we could see another storm system slapping the Great Lakes region into the upper Midwest, another round of more heavy rainfall, maybe more snowfall for the northernmost portion there of Michigan, the glove state I call it, or the mitten state. And then for the Northeast, got a little bit of snow that might trickle in. Now, with all those atmospheric rivers that are going to be slapping Northern California into Oregon and Washington, we're talking quite a bit of rainfall. In some areas, we might see up to 10 inches of rain in the next 8 days or so. You can see all that red on your screen. That indicates a lot of rainfall will be falling within that period of time of about 7 to 10 days. Not much going on for the deep south. I mean, we're really going to be dry down there. If you are in Louisiana, if you're in, say, Mississippi, it's going to be very dry. And if we look at our precipitation anomalies, you can see why. More brown, more concerns for severe drought to intensify further. We're going to see more fire danger problems because the soils are so dry. But when we take a look at those temperatures, it's also going to allow temperatures to cool more rapidly. Look at these overnight lows for your Friday morning on November the 3rd. Going to start off with temperatures in the 20s and 30s if you are in the southeastern U.S. Even across the northern plains here like North Dakota, you could have temperatures overnight right around the upper 20s to lower, upper teens to lower 20s. So make sure you do protect, or you do protect your livestock, your pets, and your plants, and even outdoor water plumbing, because that could be prone to bursting. Yes, water expands when it freezes, and when that happens, it could really damage your plumbing. Temperature is going to be quite nice down here for the overnight hours if you are in Arizona, but nice warm up is on the way for the Midwest. Check this out. By Friday, temperatures are going to be warming up into the low 60s to lower 70s if you're in the deep south, according to the Euro model. That continues all the way into Saturday. Let's go all the way into Sunday and Monday, where you're going to have a nice warm up. We're talking about temperatures that could approach record territory. I mean, look at this. In Texas, you have temperatures back to the 80s after having temperatures earlier this week with those highs that were only in the low to mid 40s. Wow, you're going to really love next week on Monday. It's going to be a nice one. And if you are in, say, the upper Midwest, going to definitely be a warmer. Here comes the warm-up, folks. Those temperature anomalies, while they are below average right now, they are soon to climb to above average territory by early next week. You can see temperatures for your Monday across Indiana and Ohio could be 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Look at this. This continues all the way into Tuesday and Wednesday, where you're going to have temperatures well above average in the Midwest, in the deep south. Look at that in Canada. No Arctic invasions going to be impacting much of the U.S. anytime soon, which is good. Now, there's some cold patches here and there across California and the Intermountain West, including for the Northeast, but otherwise, going to be a much warmer week ahead for next week. Now, why is the pattern going to be so warm for the Midwest, and where are the Arctic outbreaks going to head? Well, when we take a look at our 500 millibar wind chart, this basically tells us the story. The reason why we're seeing the cooler temperatures is that we have this northwesterly flow that continues, but this ridge that's over the west is actually going to migrate and build eastward. And so what that's going to do is that's going to change the weather pattern. Look at this. By Sunday, by Monday, we get more zonal flow. See this right here? That's going to allow the colder air to retreat northward and allow this warmer air to build in from the south. And so you can kind of follow the jet stream where the colder air is and where the warmer air is. And it's all locked up here across central and northern Canada. This pattern is going to continue all the way through Wednesday, November the 8th. And the 9th, you can see the pattern here with more zonal flow that continues. And so the pattern really going to be warm for a while, probably the next 7 to 10 days. Now, if you want to get more detailed, in-depth weather reports, go to Sacramento Weather Center group or Facebook page today, right now, and follow me. It's 100% free. There is no cost whatsoever. I do make awesome graphics like your awesome 7-day Sacramento Weather Center forecast, including with the details on that. I also make really awesome graphics. So if you all want to follow me there at the Sacramento Weather Center group, do it today. There will be a link in the description below this video. That's going to sum it up for today's video. If this was very helpful, please consider subscribing if you're new, hitting the like button, and sharing this video with their family and friends on social media. And also make sure you do slap the bell notification icon so you get all notifications and releases on my YouTube channel. And lastly, if you all want to participate in the Weather Mansion Discord server, yes, we changed the name just a little while ago because there was some issues with it. And so if you all want to participate, join the Weather Mansion server today. There's a link in the description below this video. But otherwise, that's going to do it. I'll be back with you more on Saturday with another weather forecast.